gone and booked another race. It's only been a couple of weeks since I finished the 100 miles in North Wales. The question now is, do I have enough time? Can I recover my legs? Can I still do my training routine, add some fitness, and still fit in a little bit of a taper before the race weekend approaches? For those harder sessions that I run, I'll usually make myself a protein shake just for after the run to start the recovery process sooner. And in the autumn and winter months, I do enjoy making myself a coffee in a thermos flask, so if I've got a short drive home, I can just enjoy that on the way back. It's been a really lazy day today after recent speed and threshold work, but I'm finally heading out for a training session over a late lunch break. So I've got an 8-mile run along the coast path on the cards for today, and the elevation is quite up and down on this section of the coast path. It's quite a rugged section. So the goal today is to treat it as a rolling hills workout. So on days like these, a coast path run can tick a lot of boxes for me in terms of treating it as a training session. Running on the trails with the constant ups and downs on the cliffs can easily equate to a tempo or a threshold workout. I can also treat these runs as a hill repeat session, or alternatively mix up my speeds and efforts to transform it into a fartlek session. After a typical day of work and a demanding training session, it's vital I put up my feet and relax so I can absorb the training and start recovering. If a training session took longer than a lunch break, shifted to the end of the day, I'll spend the early evening and dinner time with family and then catch up with work later on in the evening. A classic middle of the week kind of session that is easy for me to fit in around work and life is an easy run with added hill strides at the end. So I can run 20 minutes to this location, spend about 20 minutes doing some loops on the trail, and then I'll usually finish with some 30-second hill strides. The hill strides are great for training multiple systems involved in running, but with a lower impact on the body. And importantly, the angle that you're running on means less impact on the legs and joints. Your muscles are trained to maximize more efficient power output, and the biomechanical and neuromuscular systems benefit highly from this kind of work. David Roche has a great article that delves into this kind of a training session, and I highly recommend either reading his article on the Trail Runner Mag website or taking a look at his own YouTube channel. I'll leave links to these in the description. It's getting close to race weekend now, so I'm starting to ease off the gas a bit with training. It'll be into the local woodland for a short 5-mile trail run today with my lovely wife. There are no real goals today with the session other than some base aerobic fitness combined with a handful of hill efforts, as there is a bit of a deep valley between where we live and the woodland on the other side where we'll be running. And as beautiful it is to run in those trails, if you're trying to keep to an aerobic base workout or zone 2, you've still got to contend with the hill and these rocks on the other side to get back home. So it's always a bit of a challenge to slow down enough to keep the effort low. With a few days remaining till race weekend, I'm keeping things simple and easy just to ensure that my body recovers completely. These last days involve basic movement with little effort, so I'm finding I don't feel the need to do any running at all, but I am taking time to just simply enjoy the outside, and sometimes that can mean I'll go at a recovery run for a nice easy pace. The race format was a 9-mile loop that you had to do as many times as possible within an 8-hour limit. If you finished a lap just under the 8-hour limit, you were allowed one more lap. The winner was determined by whoever did the most laps, or if tied in number of laps, whoever finished the final lap the fastest. I was able to nail my target average pace and finished 6 full loops in 9 hours and 22 minutes. So that was a distance of 54 miles or 88 kilometers, and it was about 1,800 meters of elevation gain and loss. It was a well executed performance which I was happy with, and to top it off, I snagged the second place trophy. The next couple of days post race, I got to enjoy some really wholesome slow runs on the coast path. Keeping a low level of activity helps to encourage blood flow, and your recovery process can certainly be improved as long as you ensure it's not pushing your aerobic system or your muscles in any significant manner. If you enjoyed this training vlog and day in the life series video, please do consider subscribing.